Hey, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my tips and tricks on how to maximize your discount as well as to do not overspend on the upcoming Sephora spring sale. I will be also sharing with you my recommendations and we're gonna go over my wish list. I have plenty and very valuable information to share with you. If you're new here, I want to welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking part of your day and watch this video. I will hope that you will want to stick around and subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to ring the post notification bell because that's the only way YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a subscriber of mine, I want to thank you so much. I'm very appreciative of your support, of all the times that you have been watching my videos, all the likes, all the shares, following me on my Instagram. Your support means the world to me, and because of that I thought about doing this video a little bit different than past videos. Past videos, anytime that Sephora had an event, I did just strictly a recommendation video and that was it. And I think it is time to kind of like chip a little bit that, because if you go back to my hauls, I have done hauls that they are extreme, like spending a lot of money. Honestly, it's not because I wanted it all that makeup, like I needed that makeup. I wanted it in a sense of like an investment for my YouTube channel, because say for example, if I was to review a new eyeshadow palette of X brand, I felt in a way that I wanted it to compare it perhaps to a palette that it was already existing or a similar palette from another brand. So basically I wanted to build my collection in a way that I had some products that they were cult classics that I was able to compare it with the new upcoming launches. And sincerely that was because my channel at the beginning was based on reviews and unboxings and therefore from hauls. But in reality, I don't think nobody needs this amount of makeup. And I know these videos, hauls, or just seeing these massive collections may seem so attractive, but we also have to be realistic. Now we're going through a very strange, weird type of moments in our lives, and this is worldwide, and I think it's super important to watch out our economy and just make sure that we are not overspending and actually just focusing on something that is a need and not necessarily a want, an only want. So starting with my first tip is very easy. Set your budget. And when I say set your budget, focus on the money that you have in cash. Do not think about credit cards, whether it's for a credit card or whether it's another credit card. Set your budget well, just with what you have on hand that you feel like you can allow yourself to spend without then thinking, well, maybe I really need to use this for food, maybe for paying my rent, etc. So be wise about your budget and work within that budget. Second tip right here is go through your makeup collection. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to even declutter. Check the items that you are using the most. Say your eyebrow products, maybe mascaras, something that you are continuously using, perhaps skincare, hair care. Just be focused on what you're having in your collection, what you're really using and what you're really not using at all. And perhaps that's just not your style. And what is your style is those items that they really look used. And maybe something that you are about to run out and you know that you love, that you will miss it in your collection and that you cannot really extend so much time from here to another sale to replenish it. And with that being said, while you're doing your declutter, if there are items that are resellable, I will highly suggest you. I know that in this short period of time, you're not going to be able to get money right away, but you can post it on pages like Poshmark or even eBay. I know some people, they are wonky about eBay, but I used to sell on eBay quite a bit, and highly suggest, like, if you're not using it, and you can either sell it, also you can gift it to somebody, but if you need that extra cash, don't feel guilty. Just go ahead, take a picture, put it for sale. Make sure you disinfect it and you make it nice and clean, and you give the proper description for that other person that will give that item the love that it deserves. And even though if you're not able to sell it at the price that you pay for it, or even close enough, even if the product is new or pretty much new, like in great condition, don't feel bad about it. At least you are getting some money back from that purchase. The Sephora sale is not the best sale out there. Let's be honest. Their point system is not the greatest. To be a ROUGE member and to get the amount of discount that I particularly get, you need to spend a lot of money in 1 year. I spent that money because, again, I was just building inventory for my YouTube channel. But in regular basis, spending that much money, unless you have a household where you have maybe your sisters buying with you, your mom, and it's yourself, and you know what I mean, and you have one combined account, is different. But honestly, the sale is not the greatest. There has been a lot of sales out there, and I think nothing is going to stop that, because again, everybody is hurting with the new economy. Well, what is going on right now, right? And there's a lot of retailers that they need to move their inventory, so sales are popping up left and right all the time, and I don't think nothing of that is going to stop, because otherwise these retailers will have so much inventory on their warehouse that they will not know what to do with it, and at the end they may end up at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, who knows. So first of all, check on the items that you really want, and check on the brand's websites. Some websites, they do have, for example, if you sign up for the email list, they will give you a 20% off. There's websites that they run continuously 30% of sales, 25% of sales. And I'm talking websites like Pat McGrath herself. Charlotte Tilbury, just a week and a half ago, she had a 20% off sale on certain products. So just check, you know, if you really needed some items or you really wanted to pamper yourself and get some items, go check first on other retailers, on the particular brand website, and see if you can get another discount. Because if you're not a ROUGE member and you are an insider or a VIB, Sephora is not doing the biggest discount. It's 15% or 10%, and that's very little. I mean, in some cases that will only cover the tax. Now remember, on other websites you also have to check about their shipping. Some of them offer free shipping when you spend a certain amount of money. So I think it's important, while you're budgeting and while you're really going through what you really need and what you really want, leave the one for the side, to calculate that too, the shipping, what it makes sense. If maybe you have the possibility to get it from Sephora because you get free shipping, and that will make it more economic at the end. Another great tip, and I will leave the links to these two websites on the description box below, and this video is not sponsored by either TOPCASHBACK or Rakuten. I use these two extensions. They are two websites that they do not only cover everything beauty, skincare, they have more than 300 retailers that they sell from home decor to gear, I mean electronics, and everything in between. So what I usually do is I have either my TOPCASHBACK or my Rakuten, and I check which one will give me the best cashback for what I shop. And that's a really good way. I think you may have heard me saying in a couple videos ago about, again, talking about the economy and that how what I'm shopping right now, and I'm using either my TOPCASHBACK, my cash, or from Rakuten. Sometimes I get some gift cards in trade for the cash that I made. Now the difference between them, TOPCASHBACK, you can actually get cash money. Aside, you can also get gift cards or a credit on different stores, and then you get like a, you know, little push extra amount of money on that gift card. Rakuten, they pay you pretty much every 3 months. So with Rakuten, I like it. I accumulated a lot of points and it's a great system. But the only thing with Rakuten is, again, they pay you every 3 months. But you have also the choice to, if you don't want necessarily the money in cash, then you can just go ahead and pick up a gift card of certain retailers that you really want to shop with and get a little extra amount of money in those gift cards. So that's excellent. I mean, you're getting cash back from these websites in addition to the sale. So I will again leave both links down below, and then before you enter to your Sephora, make sure you install the extensions on your Google Chrome bar, whatever you're using, Safari, and make sure you check, because sometimes that cashback may seem not a lot. It could be 3%, 5%, sometimes they even go to 10%, but all that helps because at the long run, you're accumulating a little bit of extra money that you can later on spend, and that's good. That's another savings. Another tip that I want to give you is go through your wish list. There may be items right there that they are too repetitive, that you may not need, that you may not want, and just kind of like declutter it, you know, like clean it all up and just make sure there are items that you really, really need. And I don't like to use the word stock up. I hear a lot of people say, well, this is the time to stock up. There's more sales coming. I mean, there's other retailers again. I love shopping also at Ulta. They have a really good reward program that they even give me kind of like a set amount of cashback that I can later on use on a purchase of something that I really want. So I don't feel like too much into like, let's stock up on something, because what you're gonna do, just storage it for a while, for 2-3 months, I don't think it's needed. And a couple other tips right here. Summer is coming, so I will say, if you think about it, I know right now we are all staying at home, but hopefully by summer we will be back out again, kind of like quote unquote in normal scenario. And therefore, just think about a little bit of summertime. What you need the most perhaps is more sunscreen, and even if it's makeup, a makeup that is more summer-like. Just something right now too much is like, okay, let's go for spring and stuff, because honestly, spring is almost done and gone. But I will highly suggest you to just, you know, think about summer. And as well, another very important day is coming, and that's Mother's Day. Mother's Day is, you know, coming so soon. In the blink of an eye, we will be here. So this is the perfect opportunity to buy something for your mother or a special woman that is a mom that you know that deserves it. And another quick tip is go to the Sephora sale page. There's some sale items right there. Now don't go crazy about it because it is on sale. Just see if there's something that you have been wanting that is at a good price, that you could get it for, you know, a discount. So that's something to do, but again, do not get like, okay, because this is on sale, just start adding stuff. Just go there with very clear mind that is something that if you really need it, then put it on your wish list, and then check on your wish list what is needed and what is not. Okay, and my last tip right here, it is when you shop at Sephora online, just shop once. Don't go for a second tip right there, because that's when you're gonna get in trouble. So make sure your wish list, your cart is ready for what you want, exactly what it is, and then don't look back at it. Don't do it, because simply you're just gonna get hooked up again, and it's like, okay, but I'm getting a discount and I'm gonna use it. But then you have to think, in fall time, they're gonna have another sale. So what's the rush for? So just take a deep breath, and then aside to that, from here till fall, there's gonna be more releases of more makeup. So this is not gonna stop. Right? Now let me give you the important information about dates and discounts for this sale. So the sale is gonna start for Rouge members from April 17th, which is this Friday, until May 1st. And Rouge members, they get 20% off. For VIBs, they get 15% off, and they can shop between April 21st until April 29th. And for insiders, they get 10% off and they can shop between April 23rd until April 27th. The code that you need to enter when you're shopping is Spring Safe, and it says right here unlimited use too. And now I want to share with you some recommendations that I have for you. Now I'm going to focus a little bit on what is new instead of trying to go back and share with you a bunch of items that they are OGs, classics. I know you want to know about those, but I have done many recommendations videos, so I will link each of them on the description box below, and you can check them out. Also, if you like to watch my monthly favorites or my best of the year, I think those videos are also great ways to know what are things that are really worth to be considered. Let's start for something that, again, I'm focusing a little bit more on things that are more for summertime, and one of them is the Natasha Mini Balloon Blush. I think this is an extraordinary, beautiful blush. It's a coral tone, it's just very vibrant, it doesn't have any glitter in it. It gives a little subtle sheen, glow to the skin that I think it will just make you look so youthful, so alive. I love it, and I think this is worth it. It only costs $19. Then take your percentage off. I think it's already a great price, and you're saving some extra money, but it's something that is extremely worth it. A couple honorable mentions will be the Patrick Ta blushes. All of them are beautiful, they are very velvet, and another blushes that they are not talked too much, I think the brand overall is underrated, is Jouer. They have beautiful blushes in duos that they are very economic. I think they are $30 for 2 blushes. I think they are good value, and they have a ton of them. So you could, pick and choose. They are great, very easy to use, blendable, nice pigmentation, and they are not too flat matte. Going into foundations, and if you're new here, I want to let you know that I do have dry skin, sensitive skin. I will highly suggest for you to look into the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. It will give you a beautiful glow to your skin, very healthy, not heavy at all, and it actually lasts for a long time. By the way, I made reviews of I think pretty much every product that I'm going to mention right here. Now going into concealers, I have found out really good concealers this past month. Pat McGrath concealer, beautiful coverage, full coverage, but very lightweight, super easy to blend. It's, I will say, magical. Another concealer on the same vein, but a little bit thicker, is the Hourglass concealer. This is also a beautiful one. If you have really dark under eye circles, if you have a lot of fine lines, these two products are amazing. And if you want something a little bit more lightweight, but still with really good coverage and a little bit more hydrating, I will say the Kosas concealer. Oh, this is amazing, and this will be great too for like everyday wear, mostly if you're thinking about summertime and the sweat and all of that. I think this is a beautiful product, not only for the under eyes but also to do like touch up on the face. I think that would be amazing. Setting powders for the under eye. I don't like to set my entire face. I like to buff it with kind of a little bit of like glow finishing type of powder, but Pat McGrath, the under eye setting powder. I know this is in the light one. I'm using it right now. This is beautiful. This will set your concealer in the most exquisite, light, feathery way. It's just impeccable. This is the best product that I have tried for my under eyes, and I do have a lot of fine lines. If you know me, you know that I love my pinky tones for my eyeshadows, and this new Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette is a beautiful, not only color story, but performance is amazing. I just love this palette. She made an outstanding job. This is unique. Also, if you are more into like just neutral tones, then I will suggest the Mini Nude palette, and if you want something more cooler tone, the Mini Glam palette. I will not mention any of her bigger palettes right here because I have mentioned them in other videos before. Same thing for Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath, and I think yes, this could be a really good time if you are a ROUGE member to get a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. But at the same time, Pat McGrath, she runs 25% off sales, so just take that into consideration. And if you want something from Charlotte Tilbury, her Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, I think this is one of the best color stories if you like neutrals, because you have kind of like your day look that is more pinkish tone. This side right here is more of like peachy tone, then you have your browns, and then you have this section right here to play with a little bit more deeper pink tones. I think this is an excellent palette if you have been wanting to try the formula from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, from her luxury palettes, I will highly suggest you the Copper Charge. This is an outstanding palette. This is beautiful. I love also Exaggerized and Mesmerizing Maroons. That's also a new one. Great pigmentation. It's just so amazing. Okay, and then going into something again more summery, I think that Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi, this is an anti-pollution sunshine drops. So if you have a favorite foundation and for summertime it may not work, this one right here is a product that you can actually mix to any of your foundations, and it would just get them a little bit deeper with a little bit of that bronzy tone. I think this is a beautiful product, and a little goes long way. And if you're wondering about some bronzers, I will say Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate Intensity 1. This is perfection if you want a little bronze to your skin. I do have a light to medium skin tone, and that works amazing. Okay, oh, you know what? I forgot to mention about another eyeshadow palette that I think it would be wonderful for summertime is this Tom Ford Suspicion palette. And look at this. This is kind of like your gold tones. This is just so beautiful. This is summer in a palette. Now if we go into the creamy highlighters, I think Hollywood Beauty Light One by Charlotte Tilbury in a Spotlight. This will give you that a little bit beaming, like, you know, a little bit extra. This is it. Now if you want something more like wet skin, glassy skin like, I will say this Guerlain Terracotta in the shade Nude. They have 4 different shades. All of them are beautiful, but the one in shade Nude is just so natural, but you just have a little bit of warmth, and just love it. Going into lip liners, a couple brands that they really impressed me, because these lip liners, they do not budge. They are very easy to apply and they don't fade away, are Charlotte Tilbury Lip Sheets. And the shades that I like is Pillow Talk into Medium. So this one is a new shade. And then Pat McGrath Contour. This is also a beautiful one. Now, going in the same vein of lip products, for lip gloss, I love these Hourglass and Real glosses. This is the shade Solar, and it's basically these amazing, beautiful coral with a flip of gold tone. Is just, I mean, this is summer in a lip gloss. Now, as far as lipstick goes, I think Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are amazing. They are creamy. I love the Kissing formula. I love Angel Alessandra for the summer because you have a hint of coral, peachy tone under it. If you want something nude, but yeah, that is a little bit more neutral, Hepburn Honey. And then if you like something pinky, I really love the Pillow Talk in Medium, because I do have very pigmented lips, and Pillow Talk, the original one, doesn't really show much on my lips, so this one right here is for the winner. And then for Tom Ford, I do love this shade called Casablanca. This is more of like your pinky nude. I really love this shade right here. And then if we jump into Pat McGrath, she has many ones. If you want something very simple, kind of neutrally toned with just a dash of pink, I will say this 1995 lipstick is just so gorgeous. This is just so beautiful. This one was a special edition packaging, but it's the 1995 this shade. It's in her line, so you will be able to find it. And then one that I really love for summertime is these Blitz Strands in the shade Flesh Fatale. I know it looks like it has some glitter in it, but it's just so minimal. And this one has this kind of like burnt orange tone that it looks just so beautiful when you do this makeup that is kind of like sun-kissed extra bronze. It's just like, to die for, yes. And then a product that I forgot to talk about is this Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40. So this over here is a skincare product. It says that it's a foundation at Sephora's website, but it's not a foundation, and you will need to set it, but this is just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product. Mostly if you have dry skin, even if you have normal skin, I mean, it just looks very pretty. And then you have the benefits of the niacinamide. It has hyaluronic acid, it has squalane, and it doesn't have coconut oil, which I think that's amazing too, because you know, like sometimes they tell you that, okay, clean product, but then they add the coconut oil. And I'm not saying coconut oil is not a clean product, but I know a lot of people have allergic reactions to it. I particularly do not find that's my case, but regardless, I say that, yeah, this one right here is such a good one. And then another recommendation right here are Sephora brushes. I think they are right now on sale, so they are really good and not a lot of people talk about them. I do love my natural hair brushes, but I do have a set of Sephora brushes and they are amazing, outstanding. So if you are a makeup artist or if you want something that it doesn't break the bank, these are really good. If you need some hair tools, I will highly suggest you to go for the T3 curling ones. I have the 301. It's in my bathroom right now, so I didn't brought it, but it's this one right here. I'm gonna put it here on the picture. I love it. I think you have seen me use it. I did a 5-minute makeup video with my friend Jackeline about a couple months ago, and I used it in camera. I love that item. I also love my Dyson Airwrap. It's amazing. I use pretty much all the tools and I have the complete set. It is extremely expensive, but if you have been waiting for it, Dyson, it's a brand that is very hard to find on sale, and certain retailers will not apply the discount on Dyson. In this case, Sephora does let you have your discount on Dyson products. Okay friends, and now going into my wish list. I think the first item that I really would like to get is from Fenty Beauty, and are the new cream blushes and the cream bronzers. I have been eyeing them. The cream brushes are smaller in size. They have a decent price, $20, and I have been eyeing a couple of them, and they will be available the date of the sale, which I think is a great sale technique right there. That's perfect. Another bronzer right here that is calling my attention is the Kosas The Sun Show Moisturizing Bake Bronzer. It comes in 3 different shades. They all look beautiful, golden. It just goes for summer, and honestly, I have been falling in love with Kosas products too, so that's, yeah. And then I have been also eyeing the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes and Pressed Pigment Eyeshadow Palette. This looks super beautiful. I do have a ton of nude shades, so this one is a maybe. I'm not really sure if I will get it, but with a 20% off, I think I may, but again, I'm not sure about it. I'm not 100%, but this is still on my wish list. I haven't declared it, so it's a perhaps. Then another thing that I want to try is the Drunk Elephant Cocomino Glossing Shampoo. I think it's fairly well priced. I have seen reviews, most of them being good, and some of them being like, it is an okay product. So I don't know, I'm just curious about it, and I'm thinking to perhaps get it. I also would love to get a Tom Ford eyeshadow quad, and I have been eyeing African Violet for the longest time ever, and I really want, but I don't know if I will go for it right now, or I may just wait. Another thing that I really want to get is a Gucci lipstick, one of the satin ones. I have heard the best about them, and I mean, I have tried so many different luxury brands, but I haven't tried any Gucci lipsticks, and I think I just want to get one badly. So that's still on my wish list. Another thing that is on my wish list is the Amore Pacific Vintage Single Extract Essence. I love essences, and I have tried this one, a very small bottle, and it's just so beautiful, but then again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because the price tag is high, and right now they only have the bigger size. They don't have the medium size, so it comes in 3 different sizes, and that kind of like kills me because I really want it, but yeah, don't know right there. And last thing that is on my wish list, but I'm pretty sure it will go to my wish list for Santa. So I will make sure to behave good this year because I'm sure I'm not gonna pick it up. Not at least on this sale, and it's a Dyson Corral. I don't need another flat iron right now. That's in honest truth, but I know Dyson have a really good technology. I have the hair dryer, I do have the air wrap system. I mean, and it's a really good brand. They know what they are doing. I love their technology and I would love to try it, but the price tag is very, 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 very high. And then an item that I'm very curious for is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, but the one in the liquid form. I do have the Tatcha, the original one, the one that is the patty one. I love that one too. I'm curious on the other one, but it's nothing that I need. So I think it's just going to remain on a wish list, and it's not going to make it to the cart, but it's something that I want eventually to try it. And then the last item is a perfume, and it's by Sol de Janeiro. I don't know, I love the Boom Boom cream scent so much. I wish in a way that I was able to smell it, but in a way it's good in the sense of like I don't have that temptation that, you know, shopping online and then going to the store and picking up more items. So in a way I have to take it like, oh well, so that's still on my wish list. Okay friends, and I would love to read your comments down below. Let me know if you have also some tips and tricks on how to either save money for the sale or to, you know, like hold on the anxiety and all of that. Also, I would love to know, what are you planning to get? What would you recommend? Let's enrich the conversation in the comment section. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And if you haven't done so yet, you're waiting too long because it's completely free. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I would love for my family to grow, and I'm very, very grateful for your support. Also, do not forget to ring that bell so that you may get notified whenever I upload new videos. Also, I post a lot of news on my community tab as well as my Instagram, so very important. Check my Instagram, and thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.